The Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund began a number of years ago when many of us who had been in law enforcement in one way or another over our careers decided it was important to develop an organization that would defend police officers who had performed their duties, and in the course of that, incidents had come up for which they were being wrongly sued or wrongly prosecuted.
We take about a half a dozen cases a year, and we successfully defend those cases. Our success rate is about 99%, because we find that when an officer can take the stand and explain to a jury the reasonable actions he took and the fear he thought or the danger that he faced, we find that juries tend to believe them and tend to acquit them.
My family and my life was changed forever. Where are we going to get the resources to actually mount a defense against a case that is driven by agenda or hidden agendas or politics or personal issues? Where was I going to get the money and the resources in order to defend the truth and my actions that occurred on that night?
You're fighting a district attorney who is out for political gain and is doing it at your expense.
I can say that the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund was truly, truly there for me when I needed them.
Law enforcement officers have, of course, as one of their primary responsibilities to see that justice is done in the cases with which they deal. And we at the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund feel it is equally important that justice be done for these officers as well. And that's why when officers are doing their duty properly, and when there are untoward circumstances, usually as a result of the conduct of the suspect they are trying to apprehend, and then the officers themselves are blamed, we feel that they need the support and that they need the necessary resources to defend themselves. Essentially, we're representing the people of our country as well, because we know that the best thing for the people themselves is to have law enforcement officers that are not afraid to do their duty and at the same time pursue justice in the course of that.
We exist only through the support of and contributions of citizens around the United States. Won't you please help us in this important effort to defend innocent police officers from unfair charges?
If it wasn't for the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund, my unjustly accused husband would be behind bars, my kids would be without a home, and I don't know how I would be able to take care of them and fight this fight. So won't you please, please donate to this wonderful, outstanding organization known as the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund. Thank you.